this weekend, the white supremacists got together for their big conference. They met in Washington, D.C., and apparently they try to do this conference every year. I don't know if it's every year, but we do know that they got twice as many people this year as they had last year.
They call themselves the Alt-Right National Policy Institute. Over the weekend, they gathered in Washington to celebrate Donald Trump's victory. Here's how they celebrated, using Nazi propaganda terms, bashing Hillary Clinton's minority support, and saying America belongs to white people. Also this.
Hail Trump! Hail our people! Hail victory!
Fuck Hitler.
Roland Martin is the host and managing editor of News One, and he's now with us. And you just, Roland, interviewed Richard Spencer. Curiously, he refers to himself as alt-right, not a white nationalist. How does he make the difference between the two?
Well, frankly, what he essentially confirmed, he is a white nationalist. He said he prefers alt-right, but then went on to explain that, oh, I'm concerned about my people, folks of who are of European descent, and I'm fighting for my people. That's white nationalist. Now, he did say he's not a white supremacist, but he danced around the whole issue of being a white nationalist. Are you a white supremacist?
No, I'm not a white supremacist, absolutely. White supremacy means that a white person would want to rule over other people.
So you don't want to rule over other people?
I absolutely do not. We've had white supremacy in our past, whether you think of imperialism, slavery, colonialism. That's been a disaster. So no, I don't want to go back to that.
So what are you trying to go? So what are you saying? Because in your video you said, we don't need them, they need us. Who's they?
Yes.
Who's they?
The white people ultimately don't need other races in order to succeed, in order to be ourselves. Absolutely not.
Why are you white? Oh my God, Karen, you can't just ask people why they're white.
For the future, if he does not want to stimulate the alt-right, first thing, he should never retweet someone with the name White Genocide who lists his address as Jew America. That's what he did in February. He should never ask his supporters again to give the Nazi salute, which he did at a rally in March. That's not a good idea. In July, I think it was a mistake
Wait, when did he say that?
In March, he asked his supporters to raise and pledge their support to his candidacy and promised to vote for him.
Okay.
There's plenty of video of that. You can find that. And then, of course, in July, he retweeted an image of his opponent with the six-pointed Jewish star on it. I thought that was a mistake. But we have bigger problems here. Also in July, you know, he selected as his vice president the most homophobic man in American public life, a person who believes that gay people actually do not have the right to exist. And then, you know, if you don't want to support the alt-right, don't choose as a White House counselor a man who uses the word nigger, whose wife says that he did not want his daughters to go to a school with too many Jews.
What the fuck?
And the media, once again, has done Donald Trump a great favor. What have they told us over the past week? He's a white supremacist. He's a Nazi. He's bringing Nazis back to America. Because the New York Times looks reasonable. Everybody goes, wait, okay, wait, oh. Hey, again, the press, or you guys are fools.
Oh,
you all are
come on
fools.
now. No.
If you hate Donald Trump and you want to destroy Donald Trump, you all are fools because you do it the wrong way.
No.
People that I respect, you guys keep tweeting about Nazis and this and that, and guess what? There were 200 freaks that were in a public building. I don't know why we allowed them in a public building, but you would think that Donald Trump is bringing the Third Reich to America.
Hold it now.
His chief strategist is a story. His name is Steve Bannon. He is a promoter of the alt-right.
A man who has operated on the Republican fringe as executive chairman of Breitbart.com. One with a known talent for riling up the grassroots while maintaining close ties to the alt-right movement, within which anti-Semitism and racist tropes are pervasive.
He's appointed Steve Bannon as one of the two most powerful people in the White House, one of the most powerful people in Washington, whose previous company, well, he was executive chairman of it, and said of his company, that Breitbart, that it was the main platform for alt-right. And now here comes alt-right, and we see their true colors. They have this conference in Washington. It's overtly racist. It's overtly anti-Jewish. It's anti-Semitic.
Do you think your erstwhile boss, Steve Bannon, chairman of Breitbart and Trump's chief strategist, do you think he has horribly regressive attitudes? He's been described by some liberals an anti-Semite, a white nationalist. Have they got that wrong?
Well, Breitbart is a company staffed almost entirely by Jews. I am a gay Jew, and he made me into a star.
You can see I'm an Orthodox Jew. I'm very observant. I keep the Sabbath. I keep all the Jewish holidays. I keep kosher. Steve and I have worked together in close quarters for 4.5 years, and he's always been very sensitive to Jewish concerns. He's probably the most pro-Israel advisor ever appointed to the White House.
Too much advice is dangerous.
To continue to ask him over and over again to denounce the same people, the same words, the same groups over and over again is getting a bit preposterous. His focus, his words, is uniting this country, moving us forward, creating jobs. I don't know how many times he can talk about that, but he is continually asked on this and other areas to repeat his position over and over again, and it seems a bit silly. You've asked me eight times the same question. I've told you what his position is. That's because that's not his focus. So I get that you guys all want to ask the same question over and over again and make him denounce it 8 ways to Sunday, but it's not what he wants to talk about. It's the news media over and over and over again asking the same question.
You know what really pisses me off? People who aren't funny but think they are. You know those people that you just feel obligated to laugh at because they're just making such an ass of themselves?
And I don't like calling it the alt-right. That's like saying, oh, did you see this alt-right paper we have? Yeah. The color of our paper is alt-right now.